good, family remix? Welcome back to our channel. Today we're gonna switch it up, do something a little different. You're gonna be in the kitchen with me today. Yay! If you're new to our channel, make sure you go hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you turn on post notifications so whenever we drop another video, you guys will know. So today we're in the kitchen and I'm going to show you guys how to make baked spaghetti. So stay tuned. Here we go. So starting to our left, we have our bacon dish. And then we also have some sharp cheddar cheese that we're going to add to it. We have our spaghetti sauce. In our measuring cup, we have some vegetable oil to add to our noodles while they're boiling. And we have some black pepper, some garlic powder, some oregano, Italian seasoning, onion powder, some salt, sugar, our spaghetti noodles, and we may not use both packs, and onion, red pepper, green pepper. So let's get started. So in our pan, we added a little bit of vegetable oil. So now we're going to add our onion, our red peppers, and then we're going to add a little bit of our green peppers. And we're going to let these cook down really good. And then after these are cooked down really well, we're going to add our beef to the mixture. So now that our vegetables have been cooking for a while, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add in our ground beef. I use lean ground beef. I know a lot of people like to use beef and Italian sausage, but I don't because I have really picky children, so we just stick with the ground beef. So I'm going to add in my beef, and then after I get all of my beef in, I'm just going to break it down just a little. And then we're going to start adding in our seasonings, and we're going to let that cook for a while. So our first seasoning that we're going to add is our Italian seasoning. Into this, we're just going to add about 1 to 2 tablespoons to our beef. And next we're going to add our onion powder. Same thing with the onion powder. You can use about 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of onion powder. Just sprinkle it on really good. Next seasoning that we're going to add is some oregano. And with our oregano, we're just going to use about a tablespoon of oregano. We'll just sprinkle that into the ground beef and peppers. And then we want to add our black pepper. So we're going to just add about a tablespoon of black pepper. As you can see, I just don't bother with all the measuring utensils and things like that. I just add it in as I go. And then we're going to add a little bit of salt. Now we don't need very much of the salt, just about maybe a teaspoon, teaspoon and a half of salt. And now we're going to add in our garlic powder. So with garlic powder, that's all up to you, all depending on if you like the garlic taste or not. I only use about maybe 2 teaspoons of garlic powder in this recipe. So after we've done adding in those ingredients, we're just going to mix it up a little bit and let it cook down until our meat is good and brown. So now that our meat is ready, we went ahead and we've added our spaghetti sauce and gave that a quick stir. We're going to let that simmer for just a little moment, and then we're going to add in some more of our Italian seasoning, and we're going to stir that in really good. And we're also going to add about 3 tablespoons of sugar. Now that we've added in our sugar, we're going to add in a little bit of our cheddar cheese to this mixture also. Now that our water has begun to boil, we're going to add in a little of our vegetable oil. This is going to keep our pasta noodles from sticking together while they're boiling. So now that our pasta is done, we've drained all of the water from the pasta and we've added it back to the pot because this is where we are going to mix everything. So we're going to start adding in our pasta sauce, and you can add in as much sauce as you like. We're going to first start with just a little bit to see how that comes out, and then we're going to stir it up and see how this comes out, and then see if we need to add more sauce to it. So we're just going to give this a quick toss. Get all of those noodles in the sauce really good. And at this point, that's okay for me, but I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add in the rest of my sauce and give it another toss. Get it all mixed really well. And that looks so good. Just mix it, get it all together. So now we're gonna take our pan and we're just gonna pour all of this mixture into our pan. Get it in there really good. And I just took my spoon, just spreaded it out nicely all over the pan. And once it's spreaded, we're gonna take our cheese, our shredded cheese, and we're gonna go across the top and just put a generous amount of cheese on it. You can put as much cheese as you like. I really like cheese on my spaghetti, so I'm going to put a nice amount across the top, all over it. And then once I have the cheese how I like it, or once you have the cheese how you like it, again, we're going to take some Italian seasoning and we're going to sprinkle that all across the top of our bake. And now it's time to go in the oven. We're going to bake this for 25 minutes at 350 degrees. Wow, look at that. And it is all done. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you would like to see more videos like this, just leave a comment, like, and subscribe.